Good evening. An NHS whistleblower who was unfairly sacked and claims he was vilified and bullied after exposing safety concerns at a hospital in Coventry has been awarded more than £1 million in damages.
Dr. Raj Mattu, a cardiologist, has been caught up in a 15-year legal battle to resolve the case. In 2001, he first publicly exposed overcrowding on wards and fears for patient safety at the Walsgrave hospital. In 2002, he was suspended by the University Hospitals Coventry and Warwickshire Trust on full pay after being accused of bullying.
He was sacked in 2010, but a Birmingham Employment Tribunal ruled that he had been unfairly dismissed.
Well, during that time, Dr. Mattu said he'd been the victim of a witch hunt after making the claims. He says he's now relieved the case is over and has been speaking to Callum Watkinson.
Now 56 years old, Dr. Raj Mattu says his 15-year battle with his former employers has consumed the prime of his life and destroyed his career, when all he did was tell the truth.
Tell me about when you first realised there was a problem in Coventry.
I realised within weeks to months of arriving that this was a hospital, that generically there were some unusual practices and there was also a culture of aggression.
But it was overcrowding that was the main problem.
There were multiple problems. The overcrowding that you've raised was in fact the main thing that I whistleblew about. Managers had introduced a policy of overcrowding patient bays designed just for 4 patients, with all the various utilities supplied into a wall in a designated place, with 5 patients.
After voicing his concerns, he was suspended over bullying allegations, and what he calls a smear campaign didn't stop there.
What were some of the other things they were accusing you of?
There were some heinous crimes I was accused of. Rape, sexual assault, fraud, assault and tax evasion, and I was...
It must have been very, very painful to be completely falsely accused of serious crimes like that.
It's absolutely shocking, and as I said to the tribunal, at some point, if I'm fortunate enough to have a daughter, she's going to read this stuff.
The Francis review into the Stafford Hospital scandal demanded greater protection for NHS whistleblowers, but perhaps the most troubling aspect of this case is that this man still wouldn't recommend it.
Is it a brave new world for whistleblowers? Should they be more confident now?
There has been no palpable change in the protections available to whistleblowers from before and after the Francis review on whistleblowing. The procedures and processes required to protect you and to allow you to speak up without fear of persecution, those procedures are just not there. And until such time they are changed, I cannot possibly invite anybody to suffer the terrible ordeal that my wife, my family, my friends and I have had to endure.
Vindicated, exonerated and soon to be compensated, his greatest sadness, he says, is the hundreds of patients in Coventry he has not been allowed to treat. Callum Watkinson, ITV News.